Hey guys, this is Junior Trader, and in this video we are taking a look at AMD stock, guys. So this thing is gave us a choppy week, just how I was expecting. So this is what I talked about over the last weekend. So if you just go to my channel, type in AMD, and yeah, well, okay, let me, it's just showing a different sequence, so it's not showing chronological order, and I don't think it's giving me option to do that. But let me real quickly, actually, just in case you want to use this video as a reference, here we go. 3 days ago, I talked about how both bulls and the bears will chop around this week in this video, where my cursor is, all right? So you can check this video out, that will give you more context. But I have been saying this for quite some time, even after that video as well, over and over again, that we are getting choppy week and expect this to be a choppy week. Now what, right? Like, what are the even reasons that we were having a choppy week? We'll talk about that as well. And what I expect from here is time to short AMD because all semiconductors are falling. Is this the end of semiconductors? Well, I'm not quite sure about the end of semiconductors, but the structure is looking quite weaker. So let's jump right into it, guys. Okay, once I let you know that none of this is any financial advice and is only for education purposes. All right. So here we were always holding this level of 161 to $160, and this was the structural support. Well, technically it is, let's say this is a structural support, right? So every time this candle, when this candle came on 23rd of May, this was such a huge supply candle that this is where sellers showed that they are present, and that's why I have this red box marked over here as well. And then, however, we saw that this 20 days moving average was coming from underneath, and then we had a green candle, right? And this is where it began that, all right, bulls are still holding a structure, that structure support, still holding it with the extra support of 20 days moving average. But then, as I was saying, that guys, here is that supply zone. You can check out my videos on my channel. If you have been following along, you already know. And this was the supply zone. We were talking about that. Okay, I expect that this is where we have more likelihood of staying choppy this week because bulls are holding strong and we have underneath a lot of good support coming in, but then there's this huge supply zone sitting over here and bears may not let it go above that, and bears sold it off. So you get my point, right? There was bulls coming in with a lot of strength from below, but then there were a lot of sellers sitting up here as well, and that's what leads to choppy days, choppy weeks, and that's what I was expecting this week to be choppy, and we got that choppy week. Now what, right? So you can see clearly multiple failures to continue higher over here on AMD, right? Failures to go above $170. So this is where it is a complication. Well, the complication was the choppiness. Now what? Do we have a structure down to the downside? Is it confirmed, or is there still a possibility that we can go up? And so here's that thing now. Wait for the confirmation. Right now, there is not a confirmation of bearishness and there is not a confirmation of the upside. It's just staying choppy. It's undecisive. It's 50-50. And here's the confirmation as well, areas that I'm providing. If we close today below $161 range, break below 20 days moving average, with that eventually is a downside play. Yes, that's the break. This area of $161 is a break of structure, but since we have 20 days moving average coming in from below, I would suggest wait for that full break of below that as well to confirm the break of structure to the downside. And yes, then we will be looking again back down to 151 and so forth. Right now you can see there is some buying happening today at 20 days moving average, right? And it came back up above that structure of $161 range. Now let me take you to the hourly interval actually, and let's talk about the things over there. So what are we seeing? We lost 200 hours moving average today. Here we go. So here's where I stand. In my opinion, this rebound as it's coming, it's due to the 20 days moving average and also that structure that is $161 range. we are holding that support. But this rebound, in my opinion, will end at 164, and there's a huge resistance sitting at 164 now, and this may continue lower, but I want to see that final break of the structure with the 20 days moving average. But yes, in my opinion, there is weakness in AMD. We might continue lower next week, just my opinion though. Okay, and yeah, and yes, so 20 days, you just, that thing that is just sitting down there, 20 days moving average, with the break of that intraday, we are already looking weaker. The structure is to the downside on intraday. It's just that if overall structure needs to become fully bearish again, we need to lose 20 days moving average and then heading to the downside. But hey, junior trader, can it become bullish? Look, yes, there's a possibility of anything in the market based off of the price action. But though, even though I would say there's more confluence building to the downside on AMD, but if we want to change back to bullishness on AMD, well, we need to close a day above 50 days moving average, but that won't just do it. Okay, there is one more level we'll have to get above for the structural change, and let's go to the hourly interval, well, 4 hours actually for that. And if we want to continue up from here, how do we even do that? I'm seeing just so much supply sitting here, guys. But anyways, I'll still tell you that what area that would be. That will be above 167. If AMD can reverse, do a Uno reverse here and can get above 167, we can continue higher. But what I'm seeing is like supply zone, supply zone. Here's another huge supply zone. Yeah, things are more looking like weird structure might continue to the downside, but hey, we have to be prepared regardless. But that's that. All right, that's my opinion on AMD, guys. And yeah, we'll just a little bit be careful. Market is on the downside. We have a bloodbath across the market. Semiconductors are hugely selling off. I'll do another video on SMCI as well, but you can already see that I'm already in the money, the short play that I talked about. And then Broadcom is also looking weaker. I don't have any play on this, but yes, this is looking weaker as well. Nvidia, I did a video this morning as well, so this cool off is coming. But check my video out in the morning that I did on Nvidia right over here. This is the video. This will tell you everything that you need to know about what to do with Nvidia now. And yeah, all in all, market is in a bit of a sell-off. TQ, just want to show you that as well real quick. We broke that level coming down. Again, check out my Nvidia video. I talked about it in more detail there. Oh, wow. Yay, SPY. So guys, this was the level I was talking about, right? 518. So we did a touchdown. And look at it. Precisely to our level. It's trying to get some buyback over there at our level. That's why. Have access to these levels. If you need access to my tools, guys, links are in the description below of this video. All right. Well, that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you in my next one. Take care. Bye.